keys. Here we go, the logs. Starting on January 20th, 1986. The last cables have finally been laid, and the office terminal has been connected to the central network. Given the ever-changing nature of the rooms on the estate, we choose to install the server outside of the house to maintain connection and stability at all times. A small cavern off of the eastern drive was selected for the server site. 6 days later, all remaining computer terminals on the estate are now connected to the network mainframe, and we will now begin testing remote access capabilities between them. I've also asked the Baron to come up with a name for the network. January 30th, after some deliberation, our network has been named Blackbridge, a somewhat ominous name for the project given the legend from which the term derives. They're very fitting considering we chose an actual cave to house the mainframe. I only hope that our servers do not suffer that same fate that befell those in the story, where they all got buried alive. Or possibly dead. July 1st, 86. Regular maintenance report fixed a connection error that was occurring between the office and the security terminal. We have also added electronic mail capabilities to each terminal that can be accessed via the network. February 10th, 1987. Three new admin keys have been added to the network's user database. Lee B, Prov C, and Hon Yu. Those must have been the delisted ones. Okay. Admin log view access restricted to the following admin keys. Lee B, Prov C, Hon Yu. From Prov C, February 16th, 1987. Lee, we are planning something later this year and need to make sure communication on here is not being archived. Are there additional steps we can take to ensure privacy? Lee's response, already taken care of. We are now bypassing message archiving. Randolph shouldn't notice anything out of the ordinary. Where's that suspect list again? Okay, I don't see any of these other users there. Good. No one else on the estate knows we're here. Oh, that was the next day. Other than Mary, of course, who saw Lee on Tuesday, but Hon Yu has a plan to take care of her. Next day after that, if it must be done, it must be done. To see to it that the body is not discovered. So they were going to murder her. The last thing we need is for the Red Guard to be snooping around here. She won't be found, rest assured, from the 21st. And Lee says, let's disperse for now. I'll meet you all at the safe house in Reddington in 4 days. Then once the inquiry is over, we will proceed with our plans for the museum. Well, they must have been going to pull that heist of the Ruby Crown, or whatever it was called. June 26, 1987, resuming operations. The day after that, welcome back, Lee. I've been camping out of the old schoolhouse for the past month, waiting for your return. It's spacious, quiet, and should prove to be an effective base of operations outside of the purview of the staff and the Baron. July 10th, 87. We should have an opening on the first day of September. Can we be ready by then? 3 days later, I don't see why not. Negotiations for transportation are in the final stages. If all goes well, we will have air passage to Nuance secured for that date. I think there's air travel there. Bo Lee, August 25th. I think Moore is planning a scheduled maintenance soon, so we should likely wrap things up here. Hon Yu, I'd say it's time to scrub these logs. They might fall under some scrutiny in the near future. Day after that, from Bo Lee, Prof C and Hon Yu and Lee be delisted and deleted from user database. That explains that. January 20th, 1989. Temporary access to the mainframe of Blackbridge Grotto has been restored to perform routine maintenance. And January 4th of the next year, temporary access. Same. July 3rd, 1991. Updated access privileges for the following account types. Admin access, full access to all features. Personnel access, access to user database. Archive access, full access and access to archived admin logs and deleted database entries. November 25th, 1992. RTA is down while we work on a solution to reported terminal connection failures. 3 days later, RTA is working again. Terminal connections tested and confirmed functional. To make future testing easier, added ability to access offline terminals through the RTA when Blackbridge is open. January 29th, 1993. Per request, one temporary admin key has been added to the network. Oh yeah, that's Mr. Ruota. And they deactivated his key February 20th. June 22nd, 1993. One new admin key has been added to the network. That will be whatever Tom K is. Welcome to the team. And Tom K says on August 1st, added a new data management to Blackbridge admin control, updated user database. November 6th, wait a second, that was the changing of the guard. In preparation for Simon's arrival, inbound and outbound messages as well as offside connections from outside the estate have been disabled as per the instructions left by the Baron himself. Well, that's up to date. Okay, is that where we just are? Yeah, okay. Data files. I'll import the trophy data. Convenient way to collect trophies in one file that might be impossible to get into a single profile. Let's see. How about this one? Bequest mode for... This must be what mode this is. Wait, this is my current profile? Okay, I don't want to bother with this then. Okay, fine. Here we go. So that was a lot. Still don't know where the rest of these microchips are. Or where they could be. But... Let's see. Let's try Ann Babbage's credentials. Now she can only access the user database. But she can't access the 3 additional delisted keys. What about Tom K? Let's see, network settings, they're the same. User database, it's the same. Admin logs, are they the same? Wait a second. February 10th, 1987. Recording capabilities of all cameras on the estate have been disabled. Additionally, the existing video playback functionality on the security terminal has also been removed. The 2 logs after that, on March 2nd and 3rd, were deleted, as were the ones on March 4th, 6th, 7th, 9th, 14th, July 10th, July 11th, July 12th. As requested yesterday, a new admin key created on July 25th of 87, though the requested name doesn't fit with our typical length formatting. Is that Bolize? Okay, August 27th, deleted log. Next day, deleted log. September 1st, 87. Effective immediately, all electronic mail capabilities have been restricted and now can only be accessed via the office terminal. All other terminal inboxes have been archived and can only be restored via admin control. Well, I did that. Okay, and now I think we're back to normal. Access to archived admin logs and deleted database entries. Anything else? That's about it. Got a lot done here. And there's still some more to do. Don't mean getting those other 2 microchips per se. I do have security. It's way up there, but I want to go up. I gotta go down. So I'll just open that door. That's the one that leads directly to room 46. Oh, and not to mention that one other door. That's the 7th key. What sigil is that? Well, that's an obscure one. Wait a second. What color was Vera? It was pink. Transport was turtles. Did I see like part of a sigil that I might have seen part of this one once? Okay, so the motes I think are flowers, you know, poetry. Transports. Wait a second. I'm forgetting about the weather, aren't I? Turtles are the weird one. That's here we go. Well, it was worth a shot. I'll have to find out more about Vera other than their turtles. So I have 4 of them open. Now I can go to room 46. Have a look in there. And while I'm up there, the security room's up there too. It should be a straight shot all the way to the music room. Oh, you can only remove it from today. today's draft pool. And those pins don't stay stuck there. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne. I'm not really sure what that means unless it's the cloisters. Possibly the tomb. Wherever there's a statue of king. Second's in a bank vault. The third. I thought the third was in the clock tower. I'll have to take a better look. Got the fourth. I've got half of these. I think that's the real reason why I wanted to look here, because I didn't remember what the clue to the fifth one was, only that I couldn't understand it. This secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters, 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold. Instructions to follow. It's one of those notes where they cut the letters out of magazines. Unless... Is it possible that, that those are the red letters? The ones I've been finding in safes? And I gave this room another look. I don't think there's anything else I can see here. Let's go to security. Now let's see what the electric mail... Oh, hello. To Kirk Darren. February 10th, 1987. Kirk, per our last meeting, effective immediately, please suspend all security camera recordings. Live surveillance has been approved, but the Baron no longer wishes to have tape logs of activity on the estate. I know this might sound like a security risk, but I promise good reasoning is behind the seemingly unsound decision. Signed, Randolph Moore. Oh, that's that one guy's admin key. February 4th, 1980. Wait a minute. Am I going backwards? February 4th, 1987. Mr. Darren, sorry for the lagging reply. I'm still learning how to use this machine. Thanks for bringing this issue to our attention. This was not something I had considered, but it does seem like a reasonable suggestion, and I will discuss it with the Baron during our next meeting. I know he has expressed interest in installing secondary access levers for both redundancy and convenience, so this may be the perfect excuse to allow him to execute those plans should he still wish to do so. And January 24th. Yeah, I am going backwards. Mrs. Babbage, I'd like to address one potential security vulnerability of having an antechamber lever in the weight room. Really? As the years have gone by, the Baron's frequency of working out in this room have gone up from once in a red moon to as rare as a man without self-pity. As such, we find this room mostly relegated to guest use, and given that an antechamber lever is not only unsuited but also poses a security risk. I advise we either remove or conceal it, and install a secondary elevator to control the south entrance. Oh, that's the one in the greenhouse. But it's broken. And November 5th, 1986. Mr. Darren, if you have any more of those red and blue memo sheets, the Baron has requested a handful of each for new projects he is working on in the clock tower. For my part, I can't understand for the life of me why you and the Baron continually insist on confounding my staff and every other person who stumbles upon one of your colored memos. I'm not confident confusion is the best security, but it's not my department, so I'll leave that up to you and the Baron. Signed, Anne Babbage. Let's see, what other... It's just here in the office, and I already... Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, so... I'd like to look at the email from all 4 terminals. And I think that I only have security. I need the lab and the shelter. Well, we got a lot done, but still... I have no choice but to call it a day here.